Welcome to this extra video in my set of videos on ways of helping children to avoid making mistakes in the phonics screening check. I've been asked if I could do a video on PBD confusion, so that's what this video is all about. A lot of children, well, not a lot of children, hopefully, a few children do get confused with P's, B's and D's, which is understandable when you think that when you give adults a back to front reading exercise, a lot of adults will actually get P's, B's and D's confused in that situation. It's quite well worth using mnemonics. So here are a few that might prove useful for you. Some people think about the B in terms of pick up the bat first and then you hit the ball. Often the bed mnemonic is used, so at the head of the bed where we start, you've got the bed head and then the pillow, and then moving along at the foot of the bed, that's where it kind of ends, and you've got your little mattress and pillow on the top. With P, you can think about a princess. When she gets up in the morning, first of all she brushes her hair down and then she washes her face. So those might be useful mnemonics just to help the children to kind of orientate the letters in their heads. Once they've got that clear, you might want to introduce precision monitoring. Precision monitoring is a wave 3 intervention that we do with individual children who may need a little bit of extra support, particularly with graphemes or blending. In this particular instance, this sheet is filled with P's, B's and D's, which is what we're working on. So to start with, you might ask a child, can you find me a letter B? Remember, we've got the bat first and then the ball. So well done, there's the bat and there's the ball. Can you find me another one? Oh, there's another one. There's the bat, there's the ball. So the child picks up some of the letters that you're asking them to look for. You might repeat the process with the P. Can you find the shape where the princess brushes her hair down first and then she washes her face? So you're flagging up some of the graphemes before they actually start the activity. Then you set the timer for a minute and the child reads along the line and tells you the sound represented by each grapheme. If they get it correct, you put a little coloured mark in the corner of the box, and at the end of the minute you and the child count up together how many they've got right and you put the date and the score. You might then repeat the process the next day, and again, date, score, use a different colour so it's clear which are the ones that you're counting from today, and hopefully over time you should see the scores going up. It doesn't sound like a very exciting activity, but the children do actually quite enjoy it, and they get an immense sense of achievement when they see their scores going up. So precision monitoring can work very well for this particular purpose. Some children don't respond very well to a timer, and if that's the case, then don't set the timer for a minute. Just give them the sheet and let them work at their own pace, and what we're aiming for then is accuracy. How many can you get right first go, rather than racing against a timer. If you have access to the gold resources on my treasure chest on my website, you will find that this is under the phase 2 section under GPCs. Another thing that can be quite useful, once children are relatively confident on identifying which one is P, B and D, you could move on to a precision monitoring sheet which has words on it. So in this instance, this is a phase 4 one, so we have words with consonant clusters at the beginning and the end. I've made sure that each word either starts with a D, B or a P, and I've also included Q in there because some children find that challenging as well. Works in a similar way. You may need to set the timer for 2 minutes rather than 1 minute because they've got whole words to read, and then the child goes along, they say the sounds and the word. If they've got it right, you put the little coloured mark in the corner and then you move on to the next word, and again at the end of the 2 minutes you count up how many were correct, you put the date, you put the time and you put the score. Again, if you've got a child who doesn't respond well to the timer, you let them have as long as they need to do the blending, and you're going for how many words can we get right first go. So hopefully that's given you a few ways in which you can support children who find P's, B's and D's confusing. Unquestionably they will be in the screening check. They do seem to like to use those quite a lot in the words that are on the check each year.